The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Shamet on the wing. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't go. And Milwaukee the other way now.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector. Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Outside Irving puts it up. Rebound Milwaukee.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lopez with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Durant and finished off by Katie.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Irving against Holiday. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Green, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Irving passes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got 5 points so far. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. When you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. From deep, Harden. Green inside, guarded by Tucker. Deflects the pass. Here's Griffin. No good off the back of the rim. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Nice shot by Portis.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Nets trail by 3. Over in the corner, Green. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Harden, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Connaughton passes to Portis. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the basket by Harden.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Now, here's Tucker. Portis with it. Clock at 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's the 3. Portis kicks to Connaughton. A 3 ball. Right wing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Antetokounmpo from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Now, here is Harden. Lets it go from deep. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for the Bucks, we've got T. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Irving. That shot off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Tucker with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he makes good on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Irving for three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Connaughton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
That one goes in. Irving's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
And there's the pass to Nwora. Outside Teague. Passes it to Nwora. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Nets.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. And here is Shamet. That three off the mark. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Teague left side. Out to the right wing. Pass to Nwora. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets trail by 9. Shamet with it. Picked up by Teague. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. It's tipped. Teague kicks it to Tucker. Outside Portis. With the tip, and Teague is right there. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Brown. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That shot by Griffin, no good. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Shots good by Middleton.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Now, here is Harden. Back to Johnson. There's the pass to KD. 1:05 left in the first half of the game. To the middle. Here's Jordan, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. Down low. Clock at 4. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Harden on the wing. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Harris. Looking to end the run. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Shoots the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring wings in this league. And that's...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Stolen by Middleton. Now DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The 17-footer. Shot's good by Middleton.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
And here is Irving. From past the arc. The shot missing.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. KD against Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. And it's Irving with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Now here's Middleton after the miss from KD. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Drops in the tray. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Durant down low. Antetokounmpo's there.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Outside Teague. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Tucker can't get it to go. Nets trail by 16. Green, the pass to Griffin.
Well, Griffin not shying away from the contact. As he's elevated his game, he understands he's going to see a bunch of physical play.
Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Blake Griffin hits them both. Milwaukee leading by 14. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Teague the pass to Tucker. Here's Nwora. 3 on the clock. Griffin with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Johnson can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. He says, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Teague the pass to Portis. Count it. Portis has got 6.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Milwaukee with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Nwora. Puts up a three. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson's shot is off. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Connaughton passes to Nworth. Now Teague. Back to Connaughton. Pass to Portis. 4 seconds left. He lays it in. 8 points for Bobby Portis.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's Milwaukee in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got at the forward spots, it's the two Antetokounmpos, Thanasis and Giannis. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. No good from Irving.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Now, Giannis, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. For three, Middleton. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. KD finds Irving. Back to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. And here's Harris from the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. Milwaukee leading by 18. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. And finished off by KD.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. The feed to Lopez. Over Jordan. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Here is Harden. Yep, that one goes in there.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Giannis outside. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Five on the clock. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 16. There's the lob to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Harden dishes to KD. Second chance shot. The kick out to Irving. Misses the three.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Back to DiVincenzo. To the inside. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer. Now
here's DiVincenzo. The pass to Middleton. Fires from deep. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Chris Middleton.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the court, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Now, here's Shamet. Durant down low. Here's Jordan. High post, KD. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Milwaukee. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. This one for 3. It's good from long range. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And it's Durant missing. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Lets the 3 fly. Off on that one.
Fire inside of KD wanting to be.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been. The NBA on 2K Sports. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Luwawu is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Simmons. Harris outside. Inside. Here's Embiid. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots. And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now here's Curry, and the dunk by Embiid.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Johnson outside. Luwawu, the pass to KD. He kicks to Harden. Back to Durant. 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Now here's Simmons. And the pass to Embiid. Over Jordan. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Johnson, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Simmons. On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Lobbed up there for Durant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Durant gives you such a huge target on alley-oops. I mean, he can go up and grab anything as long as it's in the general direction of the rim.
Harden against Simmons. Pass to Embiid.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's KD.
The great ones do this. When Kevin Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's aiming to score or get fouled.
This is his first free throw of the game. Good on both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Up top, Simmons, guarded by Harden. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Passes it to Embiid. Over Jordan. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Curry. Embiid's got 6.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways. And the winning mentality of Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now here is Hill. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Johnson over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It's the Nets now. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Tries from the block, and that one hits back iron. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Howard. The shot off that time. Griffin with some nice D. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for the 76ers. Now Johnson. On the wing, Harris. Outside Irving. On the wing, Green. Outside Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the basket by Hill. Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside Irving. Dishes it to Harris. Wants to get it to Irving and does. Griffin. Milton grabs the board. The 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Nets making a change here. Shamit's checked in. Now, here's Howard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Here's Irving. Now the pass to Griffin. Shoots from the baseline. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the...
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 5. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Nets. And guys, he says it's just a bruised shoulder. Good news, because at first they feared it was much worse.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, but fortunately we know he's in good hands, and you hope to see him back on the court soon.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. Luwawu Cabarrot. Oh, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And Simmons slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Claxton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Brown. Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Curry comes in for George Hill. Harden dishes to Jordan. And it's good for 2. Jordan's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Right side, Simmons. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's KD. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Durant's got 7 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Simmons. There's the dish to Embiid. And it's blocked by Jordan. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 9 points. Simmons passes to Embiid. He gets it in there.
Superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack to prevent the bucket.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Irving misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Embiid.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Irving kicks to Harris. Back to Irving. That shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Harden in for Irving. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Howard in the post. He's against Jordan. Outside, Green. Lets it fly from 18. A shot by Milton, no good. Nets leading by 6. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Milton. Back to Thybulle. Lobbed up there for Howard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
It's stolen by Green. And the first half is now in the books. Net. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Tyler Johnson is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan, and it's Durant, and it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. The 76ers trail by 6. Simmons looking around. A new 14 for the 76ers. Embiid, no good. The net shooting so far very efficient. All around, about 55%. Harden kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Back to Durant. Nets passing it around. And they double up Jordan. Over Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
They kick it out to Green. Harris outside. But they get it back. Simmons, and he makes the 8-footer. Simmons got the first basket of the second half here for Philadelphia.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Harden the pass to KD. Over Harris. Durant finds Jordan. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steals.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. Durant dishes to Brown. Harden against Simmons. It's Harden with the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. Harden's got 6 points.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling. Well, and last season we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Embiid.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Harris against KD. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass. And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists. Oh, you see that? Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
Irving surveying the floor. Kicks it to Johnson. Left side, Harris. Back to Johnson. Passes to Green. Here's Irving. And it's sent back by Howard. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I gotta love how Irving forces the issue. He makes the D get aggressive with him. He's skilled at getting to the line.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the paint, here's Tolliver, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Tolliver's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Left side, Irving. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Irving. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he makes the first.
And the handles Irving possesses, I mean, unreal. The great Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, told me Irving might have the best handles he's ever seen.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And Maxey subbed in for Korkmaz.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And stolen by Thybulle. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Durant's checked in for Irving. Maxey passes to Howard. Milton with it. KD's on him. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown's got the ball. Taps in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. Deep 2 from Hill. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Hill. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. Johnson kicks to Brown. Durant deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. And then Durant with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now, here's Maxey. Deflects the pass. In transition, here come the Nets. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Free throw drops for KD.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Durant hits them both. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Curry's checked in for George Hill. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Irving's checked in for Tyler Johnson. Simmons passes to Embiid. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Oh, man. Making outstanding use of the mid-range area. The big man, Embiid, he enjoys mixing this shot up in from time to time.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. The 76ers also with a sub. Howard's checked in for Green. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Just 5 to shoot. Harden's shot is good.
There's the dilemma. You want to stop Harden from getting all the way to the rim, but he can also just rise and fire, or pull up and fire, or step back and fire, and there's not much you can do about it.
For 3, Harris. The drive by Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Nets leading by 8. Outside Irving. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and so they foul intentionally. Nets on defense. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. Out that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 6 and the bucket from Simmons.
Embracing the physicality of the game. Simmons, he's used to getting knocked around a bit on the way up, but he's okay.
1:49 left in the fourth. Moving against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Irving, good.
All Irving needs is a little room to fire. Once the screen comes his way, he's going to school it.
And here is Simmons. To the middle, Embiid. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 8. Irving with a clean look. Keeps it alive, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's Embiid down low. The 8-footer. Up again, and Embiid is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Jordan finds Irving over to the left wing. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Harden on the wing. Fires for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Releases. Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now look, once Howard establishes himself inside, it's a problem, which is why the defense chooses to foul.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Green's checked in.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Embiid with the steal. He kicks it to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Right side Green takes the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. From deep. Drops it in.
This is where Durant feasts.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Coming up next, the Nets taking on... Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, we've got Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Johnson. And it's Harden in at point guard. Now, here's Dunn. Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Harris passes to Harden. KD looking around. And yes, it's good. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin. Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Johnson dishes to Jordan. Harris kicks to Harden. They get the rebound. Johnson outside. Back to Harden. The 3. Tries it again. Jordan with the bucket.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Bogdanovic. Over to the wing. Collins in the post. KD's on him. Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now here's Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. KD on the wing. The dish to Johnson. Passes it to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Harden. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Yeah, just superior athleticism. Chris Dunn soaring for the jam with that impressive vertical.
It's Durant on the wing. Shoots the 3. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. The Hawks leading. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Lou Williams is subbed in for Chris Dunn. Now, here is Irving. After Clint Capella's miss. Really left alone that time.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Now here's Williams. Here's Huerter. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Brown. Claxton the pass to Irving from the arc. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
Pass to Huerter. This one for three. They get it back, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. No good from outside. Here's Herder, defended by Griffin. There's the pass to Capella. Gallinari against Irving. And it's Gallinari missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herder make up the backcourt. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Fernando in at the power forward.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Harden gets the bucket.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Young passes to Herder. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Now, here is Harden, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Hawks. And there's the call on Kevin Herder. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herder. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. Jordan Johnson, the pass to Harris. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 3. Stolen by Harden. That's good from Harris on the assist from KD.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Johnson. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And so it's Atlanta with it. Brown against Capella. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw missing.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. Pass to Durant. Ball's knocked loose. Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Brown. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Hawks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And, boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game, and he comes up with the deuce.
He sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Done outside. He kicks to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Hunter. The offensive rebound. And Collins is right there. Collins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Irving. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Buwaru's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Alinari, he's checked in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Dunn. Now Irving. Over Williams. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. And here is Williams. Over Irving. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Johnson is out there with Harden, and it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Nets trail by 6. Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, Gio, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, Dunn showing great vision.
Pass to Johnson. Durant in the corner. Now, here is Harden. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now, here's Dunn. Now, here's Hunter. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Collins. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The tray. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant with it. He's got 6. Basket good. KD's got 8 points.
Well, you see the assertiveness inside from Kevin Durant. He is so good at finishing in different ways.
Dunn dishes to Bogdanovich. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
They get a hand on it. Left side Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant gets a quick...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Johnson. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's Young. After the basket by Brooklyn.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And Griffin slams it in.
I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league.
Young passes to Okongwu. Young taking his time here. Kicks it to Okongwu. Just 4 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Young's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And the basket is good.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside Irving. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Elbow shot. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Brown outside. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Irving. And the pass to Luwawu. At the elbow, it's Brown. Young with the steal. Got it up. The shot, no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Brooklyn ahead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for the Hawks, Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Williams. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Herter in at the two-guard spot. Here is Harden after Clint Capella's bucket. Harden the pass to Johnson. On the wing, Harris. Harden against Williams.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Johnson. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Gallinari. And Trey Young subbed in for Williams. Here's Irving after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Here's Jordan. Here's Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside Irving. KD on the wing. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here is Young. Pass to Herter. Pass to Fernando. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And then at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Dunn. Shots good by Williams.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
Nets trail by 6. Harden outside. Durant for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Williams. He kicks it to Capella. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
to the inside. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Pass to Harris. Outside, KD. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA, and if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Now here's Williams. The pass to Hunter. He feeds it to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. This time's checked in for the Hawks. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. .44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Dunn. Five on the clock. He tries for three. Atlanta again missing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. To the middle. Out to KD. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And so the Hawks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Shamet in at the two-guard position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Now Shamet following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And slam dunk by Jordan. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Holiday finds Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. The shot will not fall. And Brooklyn will come the other way. KD with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Passes it to Lopez. Over Jordan, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots. Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
The three from KD, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here is Irving. Yep, that one goes.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's Luau following the bucket by the Bucks. Irving attacking. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
Now here's Irving. Left side, Brown. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Giannis passes to Holiday. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Tucker. Lock at 6. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt him.
Here's Green following the basket by Giannis. Griffin dishes to Green. Brown outside. And Irving launches it from deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Giannis. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Now, here is Harden. Outside, KD. From deep three-point range, that shot misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe...
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
This is, for me personally,
and for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Durant. Andrew Shamet is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Antetokounmpo inside. KD's on him. It's good. Lopez has got his first basket.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. The putback. It's good on the putback. Jordan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Power down with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And here they go. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Harris. Pass to Harden. He kicks it to KD. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Durant sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the finish. Whoa, what a finish!
It's good. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
2 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Durant way outside. The long distance three is buried. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Harden against Holiday. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Outside Holiday. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Holiday's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And here is Lopez. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. Giannis is double. Back to DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Durant for 3. The shot misses.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
On the wing, Giannis. Here's Lopez. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Durant for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Antetokounmpo is clearly a freak of an athlete.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll see you after half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Outside Holiday. The 9-foot shot. And he hits the jump shot. Holiday's got 6 points. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Bucks trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Middleton. Yep, it counts.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Harden kicks to Harris. Durant just inside the line. Again, the miss by KD.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. Durant feeling it out a bit. Again, Durant missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Holiday finds Middleton. And that one drops. Middleton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. 6 feet out. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from KD. And here's Harris from the arc. And the Nets miss again. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got 12 in the game.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Inside. Here's Giannis. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. And there's the pass to Portis. And he banks in the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
1:05 left in the third quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Irving finds Brown for the 3. The shot comes out. Now the Bucks take it the other way. On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Irving. Holiday against Irving. The putback. Great positioning on the putback as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Irving with it. There's the 3. The shot, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 3. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 3. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Landry Shamet. He's out there with Irving. Jordan is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Back to DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Nets trail by 3. Here's Irving. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Now DiVincenzo. Portis trying to free himself. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
There's the triple. But they'll get another chance. Jordan kicks to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Irving misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis, and Giannis Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And then for Brooklyn, Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden subbed in for Landry Shamet.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Durant launches from deep. The rebound by the Bucks.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Here's Irving. Tips it, and Durant is right there.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Bucks leading by 3. Here's Giannis. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good. Nets trail by 3. Harden dishes to Irving. Harden the pass to Irving. Harris with it. For 3, Durant. Offensive rebound. Jordan kicks to KD. Irving looking over the floor. And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. And the Nets making a change here as well. Shamet's checked in. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Giannis outside. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And here's KD for 3. Tries again. Jordan the pass to KD. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Now here is Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. And there's the feed to Lopez. Money!
Well, you just love seeing a player with
absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Durant kicks to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. And here's Harden. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Durant to take the lead. Can't knock in the 3. Holiday with it. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show, David. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. What a fantastic look at this. We are
Hey, Kevin. With
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Now here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. In the corner. Shamet with it. Nets passing it around. Harden outside. Durant deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lobbed up there for Durant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Green passes to Embiid. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
How about the quick hands of Harden? They're easily coming up with the steal thanks to his activity.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Brooklyn with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Milton. Now the 76ers on the break. Pull-up jumper. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
It's Durant on the wing. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Simmons.
Yeah, that's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's Milton. He's covered by Shamet.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Harris misses. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Shamet finds Durant. Back to Shamet. Harden outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Now here's Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And what an athlete this guy is. Griffin making dunking look so easy.
Now Simmons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the wing right side. Embiid kicks to Curry. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Claxton. Over Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris.
Yeah, easy call.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Green. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. Now, here's Howard. Over Harris. Howard can't hit. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And that one's good. Griffin's got his second basket of the game.
No. The work Griffin puts in the weight room pays off again. He takes the contact and muscles it into the bucket.
To the paint. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. Floats it up for Hill. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
5 seconds left in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the 76ers, Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And there's Anthony Tolliver. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, Jay, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
Brooklyn with the ball. After the miss from Joel Embiid.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and the shot goes in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Here's Harden, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night, and he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Simmons looking it over. The pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Using that speed to his advantage. Embiid is so devastating when driving to the basket.
Durant in the corner. With some arc. Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Hill, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And here is Hill. To the inside. Harris finds Embiid. Hill, no good. The Nets with the lead. Harden with it. He's picked up by Hill. And Harden with the stuff.
Mr. Everything. If Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. It's so fun watching him play.
Now here's Milton. They kick it out to Green. Down low. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Green. Embiid's got 8 points.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Passes it to Llewellyn. Shamet on the wing. In the corner. Harden. He dishes it to KD. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with a high motor, and he likes to make plays.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Harris. Oh, look at him play!
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Irving dishes to Griffin. Pass to Brown. Oh, Griffin in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Look, a big man with major ups. I mean, Griffin wants to use his athleticism as much as possible.
Right side Hill. Throws it up high. And Howard with the stuff.
Lob it Howard's way. He'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Outside Irving. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Hill against Irving. Curry kicks to Hill. Here is Tolliver. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the basket by Hill.
Always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the ball.
Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Hill. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. Thybulle with the ball. Pass to Maxey. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. KD leading the charge.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
Now, here's Maxey. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Outside Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
I admire the confidence of Irving. Always on the attack. Superb at penetrating towards the rim.
Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop and bang, lobbed it right up there.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in its center. The 76ers trail by 4. Outside, Simmons. To the middle, here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Hard to guard Embiid without fouling. He's awesome at forcing the defense's hand. I mean, literally.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but
You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Now here's Milton. He's covered by Shamet. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the 76ers. A two-point game. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's Simmons penetrating. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Outside, KD. Over Harris. Again, the Nets for two.
Good at cashing in from mid-range. Such a consistent shooter, Mr. Kevin Durant.
Now Simmons. Kicks to Embiid. That shot off, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Durant. Green with the block.
Oh, look. Blocking shots is one of Green's sneaky attributes. His exceptional sense of time.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Brown outside. Irving against Hill. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Here's Hill. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now the dish to Curry. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Hill has the open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Claxton the pass to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers trail.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
That one goes. Count it. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
To the paint, here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Curry's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And here is Irving. He's got 8. Baseline jumper. Another miss by Irving.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Their system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Hill passes to Howard. It's back to Hill. He kicks it to Curry. A miss that time would have put him up. Nets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. No good from Irving. And so Curry will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Howard, the pass to Curry. Howard, great positioning on the putback.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
5 seconds left in the third. He lobs it up. Got a piece of it. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And time to step aside. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Out to Harris. To take the lead. Embiid, no good. And Brooklyn has possession. And stolen by Simmons. Green finds Harris. And the shot goes down.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
On the wing, Irving. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And Embiid with the block.
And the wingspan of Embiid. I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
76ers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Simmons on the wing. Milton in the corner. Over Irving. Milton's shot is good. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout. Trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Man, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Green finds Milton. Here's Simmons, and he makes that one. Simmons got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard's checked in for Green, and it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Irving. KD passes to Jordan. He can't hit that time. Good D by Embiid.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Simmons against KD. Outside Curry. Back to Embiid. And that one, good. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Jordan finds Harden. Here's Irving. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers leading by 6. And so they foul intentionally. Curry passes to Harris. Back to Curry. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And Simmons kicks to Curry. 4 on the clock. Here's Embiid.
And he's just so mobile for his size. That's a big part of the value Jordan has at the defensive end. When he's on you, he's too hard to shake, and he had an impact on that shot for sure.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Curry's shot is good.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Harden against Simmons. And Harden with the stop.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Deciding where to go with it. Harris outside. The 11-footer. And too long on the shot. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Claxton kicks it out to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving with it. Picked up by Harris. Irving can't hit. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And it's Durant with the rebound.
Can't waste any time here.
You're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Harden's shot is off. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Howard finds Curry. Simmons against Durant. And here's Harris from the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback. Embiid's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
What timing on the offensive glass. Embiid, once the shot goes up, he gets into position for the putback.
Harden outside. So the 76ers win it. Probably a little closer than they would have. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a gorgeous nighttime. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
And here is Harris. Here's KD. Jordan trying to free himself up.
What I like about Collins defensively, he understands where he needs to be.
Here's Atlanta now. Done with it. Kicks it out to Collins. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Harden. The 3. Harris. And staying with the play, Harris.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Dunn. And stolen by Harris. Left side Durant. Count that one.
That's easy money for KD. He's always had great touch from the mid-range.
Now here's Capella. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The 3 from KD. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
It's really nothing you can do to stop that. Durant at his height, he has a quick trigger, and he makes it look easy.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Dunn. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops. And for a long time, Atlanta has been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power. Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
It's stolen by Capella. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Dunn. Nets leading by 3. Irving from long range. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Huerter. And the layup is good.
Keeping that dribble alive, Huerter does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
Irving looking for an opening. Shot from 16, and the jumper is on the mark.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now, here is Gallinari. Over Green. Offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Irving. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Irving against Williams. And Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Snell, no good.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's Green. Atlanta with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
Irving kicks to Brown. Inside, pass to Claxton. Now Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. 1 second left. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks ahead, up. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Young and Herter make up the back. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Snell in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Herter, no good. The Nets with the lead. Harden dishes to Green. Misses the jumper.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Harden on the wing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Okongwu kicks to Snell. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Here is Harden following the basket by Trae Young for 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here is Gallinari. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Harden. Puts up a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Young. And they get it. And he sinks the layup. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Over in the corner, Brown. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Young, and he gets it to go. Young's got 8.
the defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden finds Griffin. 1:11 left to play here in the half. Harden the pass to Brown. From deep. And the Nets, another three.
And he's now made 3 3-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Here's Young in the corner, Snell with it. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Snell's got his first bucket in this one. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Now here's Durant. He's got 5 from deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson dishes to KD. And the Nets miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
A deep 3 from Durant. Durant with another miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And finished off by Collins.
Perfectly suited for today's game. John can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim.
Durant way outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. All he does is close. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. They've got Landry Shamet. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's Bogdanovich. James Harden picking up that last basket. And the dunk by Capella.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Harden. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Lob pass to Capella. Oh, good on that one. Good D by Jordan. Brooklyn trailing. Here's KD. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. That's 7 points for KD. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside Collins. Knocked away. Stolen by Harden. Shoots from 14. Durant finds Harden. Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's Atlanta now. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And finished off by Collins.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Passes to Harris. The 3 from KD. No good there. So Atlanta will take it the other way. In the corner, Collins with it. Up top, Capella. He has 6. It's 2-on-1. For the finish, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Hawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Lobbed up there for Collins. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Irving with it. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Throws it up high, and it's Hunter with the jam.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Outside Irving. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 5. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. It's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Right side, Green. That's tipped and stolen by Dunn. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Collins. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And now a 3-point Hawks lead.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
And a wide open look for Irving. Collins grabs the miss.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
They get the rebound. Capella kicks it out to Collins. Here's Capella. And it's done in the corner from deep. The rebound by the Nets. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that one, good. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Williams in the post. Lays it up off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 3.
The craftiness of Lou Williams, able to create separation off the dribble.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. Now, here is Young. Harden missing his last shot.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
And here's KD for 3. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
You've got to hand it to DeAndre. His relentless approach on the boards, paying dividends.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Herter. Pass to Fernando. Back to Herter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Harris comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
It's very interesting. Kevin Herter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
And there's the pass to Irving. From deep. No good that time.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. A deep three from Irving. Rebound, Atlanta. Snell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Young, here we go. Passes it to Fernando. Back to Young. Shoots over Shannon. Second chance shot. Here's Okongwu. Banked in off the glass. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. The wide open look for Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. To end the run. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Young outside. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Great D that time from Irving. Nets trail by 8. Dishes to Harris. Back to Irving. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Young pass to Herter. From outside the arc. The rebound by KD. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Fernando. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Irving for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
Pass to Snell. Here's Fernando. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Young. And the Hawks lead by 7.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Irving for 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Young passes to Snell. Young outside. That one misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
So it's the Hawks now, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Young against Irving. Fires the 3. That one, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. 7-point differential. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
Young passes to Herter. Now Okongwu off target with that shot. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tough